Hi there, this is my straight to the point review of the Smart Ring Christmas tree lights. Right now I'm going to show you in detail of how to use the app. So you want to download the SERP Life app, open it up and add device. Since the Smart Ring light is already plugged in, it has found it right here and it's connected to the lights. Right now let's look at all the functions that the lights can do. So we'll press on those lights, try and control them. So here you can choose between the different light modes. And then here at the little alarm clock, you can set a schedule of when you want the lights on and off. So you just add a schedule and we can do 6 p.m. save, and so they will turn on at 6 p.m. and now we will add a schedule for when it will turn off. So right now you will choose off and we want it off at 10 p.m. and if you want it to repeat, you will choose the repeat button, and the days you want it to repeat, you want it to be glowing in blue. Days you don't want it to repeat, you can take off just like so. And then we will save it. And right now you can see that it will turn on at 6 p.m. and it will turn off at 10 p.m. those days of the week. It also has some options right here at the bottom. So this first one is where you can play around with the different light settings, and you can see it flashing here in the back. And then this is where you can create different scenes of how you want it working. And this one is actually an interesting one. It's for dance mode. So every single time you shake your phone and you dance, the lights will flicker the way you want it. So that's really cool. Then you can program it to different music, and you could add music from your phone, or you can record it, and you could do that. You can record it from iTunes or from PC. Also, if you have multiple lights by the same seller and they will use the same app, you can rename each one for you to know which one you're regulating. So we will do rename and we will put Smart Ring Light and save it. So now I know that if I press here, it will be the Smart Ring light that's on top of my Christmas tree, and I can play around with the settings. It also comes with the remote control where you can play around with the different light settings, just like you would on the phone or on the app. Now we can set up the lights on the Christmas tree and see how it looks. All you have to do is just loop this ring on the top of your Christmas tree and then spread the Christmas lights throughout. All right, I believe the easiest way to do it is just to separate the Christmas lights in half. One half will go on the back of the Christmas tree and one half will go on the front side of the Christmas tree. This is how the lights look when you're up close. You can definitely tuck them in to the tree and do like a little wave where they're kind of more tucked in, or you can just let them run from the top to the bottom, just hanging down. I love that the power cord is super long. It goes all the way from the top. It's plugged in and there's still some spare wire if your outlet is kind of further away from the tree. I love the fact that you cannot see the actual ring. The wire blends in really nicely with the tree. This is a 7.5 foot tall Christmas tree, and there's still some spare wire at the bottom. So this means that your tree could be much taller than this and it'll still look nice and fitting. Overall, these Christmas tree lights are great. They're super easy to work with. They come with a remote control, or you can control them through the app. This is a great product. Highly recommend.